Well, first day I got kicked out.
You know, my agent called and said, "Hey, Cubs just selected you." I was like, "Yeah, I just saw it." So we used to have to look on the internet.
Yeah. We never seen a paper nail. I didn't know if it was nails in it or not. You know,
got me chills with that. Wow. What?
Did you even think you were going to make the team?
no.
Jersey doesn't really fit me. There's no name on my jersey.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome to the Let's Rain podcast presented by the refreshingly crisp Cincy Light, Cincinnati's light beer. I'm your host, Dan Horde. We are talking basketball on this episode of the show. The season's going to get started not too far from now. The schedule just recently came out for the non-conference games, and there's some great ones to look forward to for the Bearcats and their fans. We are going to meet two highly touted recruits on this episode of the show, Shon Abaev, the McDonald's All-American, and Keyshuan Tillery, one of the top point guard recruits in the country. Before we get to them, we remind you to like and subscribe to the Let's Rain podcast for in-depth conversations with Bearcats players, coaches, and administrators. The University of Cincinnati Online keeps learners in the game, balancing work, family, and everything life throws their way. At the University of Cincinnati, online learning isn't just about earning a degree. It's about transforming how you learn, lead, and make an impact. So join the legacy. Explore what it means to be a Bearcat at online.uc.edu. Let's get to know two Bearcat freshmen that you've heard a lot about because they are highly touted recruits, Shon Abaev and Keyshuan Tillery. You guys could have gone just about anywhere. So tell us why you chose to come to Cincinnati. Shon, you start first.
First of all, I just want to say thank you for having me here today. But I trusted in Coach West. I felt like he was the best fit for me, and then I felt like the coaching staff and everything was just so organized, and everything was serious, and then everybody wanted to be great here, and I felt like it was a great place for me to come and help this team achieve the goals that they have and achieve my goals as well.
Keyshuan?
I said the culture. Like when I came on my visit, the way I was welcomed and the family-orientated vibe that I got off, and I watched a live practice, so just being able to see how he coaches live, the whole staff being one and pushing everybody to be better, I just wanted to be a part of that.
You're from Albany, New York, but you went to a prep school in New Hampshire, and It's the same prep school that Wes Miller played at when he was coming up. Did you guys bond over that at all?
Yeah. When he came up, a bunch of the staff still worked there when he was there. So, we would talk, group lunches and stuff like that, so that was pretty cool.
And tell me about your initial impressions of Coach. Obviously, you mentioned him as a key reason why you decided to come here. What struck you right off the bat?
His energy. He's always positive, he's always showing me, great effort. He's always, always calling me, texting me. And I just felt like his energy was unmatched.
All right, I want each of you guys to talk about the other. You've been practicing together now for quite a while. So, Shon, tell us about Keyshuan.
He's a dog, a lot of people, he didn't make a lot of noise. He didn't make the camps that he wanted to, but I feel like he has that chip on his shoulder, and he's going to prove everybody wrong this year.
You tell us about Shon now.
A good person, on and off the court, and a natural, leader in a sense, great shot maker, just a great player, someone you want to be around because he has goals that everyone has, and he's doing the work, putting in the work to get there.
My brother.
Have you guys already developed a tight bond, being the two freshman members of this recruiting class?
Definitely.
Well, we got one more, too, Bryson.
Yeah, one more.
Yeah.
That's our boy.
So it's three of us right now. Jordy, 4.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
People refer to you as a bulldog. Do you like that description? And is that an accurate way of describing how you play?
Yeah. I mean, I try to be an enforcer in a sense, just try to make all little scrappy plays and whatever it takes to help my team win. I try to do that. So I don't mind it.
I've only attended one practice so far, but it looked like you love playing defense.
I mean, I'm working on it. My off-ball defense a little shaky, but I'm watching guys like Day, Buck, Sincere, just learning the little things so I could get better defensively. But I do like playing defense.
Shon, I think a lot of Bearcat fans have seen your highlights, seen shot making and scoring, but when you signed with Cincinnati, Coach Miller said, don't lock in on that. This guy makes plays for teammates. Describe your offensive game and what you take pride in.
You know, a lot of people see me as a scorer, putting the ball in the hole, but at a young age, my first ever AU coach, my first ever basketball trainer, you know, he taught me to be unselfish, you know, find the open pass, make the right play always, and I feel like that's my real gift, you know, finding my teammates, making the right play, getting my teammates involved. And then when I got older, I started to become a better scorer, and I feel like that made my passing ability put in a shadow, I feel like. So just trying to prove people that I'm not just a one-sided player, like I'm not just a scorer. I get my teammates involved, and, you know, make the right play.
Based on everything I've heard, you guys love the grind. Describe for us some of the things you did growing up to improve your game. Did you get up at the crack of dawn and get up shots? What are some of the things that you did that fit that hard-working mentality? Shon, why don't you go first?
At a young age, my mom and dad always, you know, pushed me to work hard every day, working out 3 to 4 times a day. Even when I didn't feel like it, I didn't have a choice. They always would make me go to the gym. But then when I got older, it just became a habit. So now it's like when I tell people I work out 3 to 4 times a day, not including like team practice with the team, they look at me crazy, but now it's normal. So if I don't do it, it kind of feels weird in my day. So just being in the gym, it keeps me out of trouble. You know, it's what I love to do. So ain't nothing better than just being in the gym.
Keyshuan, how about you?
I say like working out young with my brother, because I was a dual sport athlete, football and basketball. So like I had to choose one. So probably my sophomore year, I started to like really take it serious and like dial in, like especially like in the summer, like beside like AAU trips, try to work out in the morning. Then if I got nothing else, work out at night. But just try to like focus on like my game, like mainly my shooting, like just keep working on like little nuances to get better. But yeah, my brother, then as I got older, I got more like trainers. So yeah.
What position in football before you made the switch?
I was running back. I was a little bit of receiver too, but like
Hence to the Bulldog name.
I'm a little fast, so I was in that backfield.
Were you always strictly hoops, Shon, or did you play other things as well?
Yeah, only basketball. Nothing else. I didn't want to play nothing else. I didn't want to try nothing else. All I wanted to do was play basketball.
So I mentioned that Keyshuan is from Albany, New York. You're from Florida. You were born in Israel, but grew up in Florida. When did each of you guys catch the basketball bug and start to show an ability to stand out among your peers? Keyshuan, you can go first.
Probably I didn't really get like a little name until my junior year. Like my sophomore year, I was always like, all right, I was decent. But my junior year at New Hampton, I feel like with the help of the staff and like my teammates, I feel like I got a little better that summer and like really was like, all right, like I want to be as serious as I can with this. It was always like that, like in my high school career, but my junior year when I really was like more dedicated to it, I took it as serious as I can.
Shon?
Probably like my freshman year, at my first high school, I was the leading scorer as a freshman. You know, I was at a big private school, so you know it made a lot of noise. And then I ended up transferring to Calvary, where I ended up staying for the rest of my career, my high school career. I felt like, you know, and then just being in my AAU program always put me in the spotlight. I felt like, so just probably around freshman year.
So what did you guys know about Cincinnati basketball or Cincinnati before you really started to seriously consider coming here?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Only about the Bengals.
Well, that's okay. But obviously you've learned a lot more about the basketball program. How about you, Keyshuan?
And I didn't know too much upon like getting recruited. Then you start learning about like the players that went here, Nick Van Exel, Lance Stevenson, Oscar Robertson. So you start learning a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So you may or may not know this by now, but Cincinnati prides itself on being a hardworking, blue-collar community, and the best Cincinnati basketball teams have fit that description as well under Bob Huggins and Mick Cronin and now Coach Miller. Does that fit your personalities, do you think, Shon?
Definitely. I love working hard, and I feel like this group we have here is, we all love working hard. We all love being in the gym, and I feel like we're gonna do something special.
Keyshuan?
Yeah, just all of us being on the same page. Like, under the staff, we like see their goals as clear as day. Like, they want to win. They want to push us to get better. And as long as we're on the same page, we'll be good.
So you guys have been practicing here for a while. Have any of the older guys, the vets, taken you under their wing? Keyshuan?
Yeah, for sure. Especially, I'm playing behind some veteran point guards that's been in the game for a while. They just tell me, like, little stuff like off the ball, being able to move, filling spots, and just being more vocal. Especially as a point guard, you got to be loud. Like, I feel like the older guys definitely helped me, take me under the wing.
Shon?
Definitely. I feel like, Day-Day, he's helped me a lot since I've gotten here. We have like a special bond. We connected really well already. And, every time I have questions, I always ask him. He always helps me whenever I need help. And, he's been through it already. So just having somebody next to you that's already been in a situation that you're going to that you don't know what it's like yet is a very blessed feeling.
So when I was young, the step back did not exist. Nobody shot a step back jumper. Now it's obviously a huge weapon in the NBA, and just watching your highlights, that's something that's really a big part of your game. Who did you pick that up from?
James Harden.
A lefty with a step back.
Yeah, he used to train with my trainer back home in Miami, so I used to just go in the gym and then watch him. He doesn't do 3/4 of the stuff that he works on in the game. He does so much stuff in practice that if you look at it, you'll lose your mind because it's like it doesn't look real. And just watching him every day, I used to go watch every day, and then at some point he just let me start working out with him, and he just started teaching me. So just having somebody like that teach me how to score. At the time he was still with the Rockets. He was scoring. He was probably one of the best scorers in the league at the time, and just having somebody there teaching me is how I learned how to do all my step backs.
Do you have a signature move or something that you can go to when you need it?
Nah, not really. Just got a quick first step. I just get by people. Paint touches.
Quickness and speed.
Yep.
Is your calling card.
Yeah.
Is there a player that you feel like your game most closely resembles?
I get this a lot, like a little bit of Colin Sexton. Like, people say that all the time, young boy. So just try to, I don't try to play like him in a sense, but, people compare our games a lot.
So Cincinnati has a great strength and conditioning coach in Mike Rayfeld and his staff. What have they done for you guys so far, if anything?
They've pushed us for sure. Like, they want us to be better. They want us to be strong, fit, fast. Like, the mental side of it, I feel like, is what helps us the most. Because, some of the days you don't even want to lift. But, they give you that confidence and that motivation daily to just want to be better and not fall behind.
Definitely, when I first got here, my first day in the weight room, me and Rayfield set a goal. And, we've been pushing up to it ever since. And I felt like, he's been keeping me on point, always being there. And he just makes the weight room fun. So, we love going in there, just getting better.
You have a thin upper body. I can imagine you're going to be one of these guys where the before and after pictures are going to be pretty dramatic.
Most likely. I already added about 10 pounds since I got up here.
So you are wearing McDonald's All-American sweatpants as we speak. A little bit of the swag that you got for being in the McDonald's All-American game. That's obviously one of the most prestigious honors that a high school basketball can receive. Tell us about that experience and what you liked about being in the company of all of your great high school opponents and guys from that class.
It's a great experience. As a kid, you always dreamed of being at McDonald's. I used to always watch the games. And then when I found out my name was called to be at McDonald's, it was the best feeling. All the work that I've been putting in, it's paying off, even though it's still a small goal. It's not the biggest. There's still more things to achieve. But, it was a great experience being around all the great players in high school and just showing that I could stand.
What were some of the best events that you got to play in, Keyshuan?
Probably CP3 camp. I feel like that event was fun because it was led by a point guard, not the biggest point guard. so skilled and has so much IQ. I feel like being around so many pros, you learn so much. So that was probably my favorite event.
So you guys have been on the University of Cincinnati campus for a while now. Do you have a favorite spot at UC yet?
On campus?
Gym. Yeah.
Probably Fifth Third. Probably Fifth Third.
Talking food-wise?
I'm talking anything, whether it's, the workout facility, whether it's the gym, whether it's anything else, a place to hang out.
The arena.
Chipotle.
We got a Chipotle and we got an arena.
The arena.
Yeah, I've got a 19-year-old son, so Chipotle fits.
Every day.
I never want. There's by the Chick-fil-A
Nope. 3 minutes away.
on Calhoun.
Yep.
Oh yeah. That's still considered UC?
Yeah, close enough. It's a block away.
Yeah, I might have to stay in the arena.
Chipotle.
I like my arena.
Well, we like the fact that you like the arena. What are some of your interests when you're not hooping?
Stay at home. No, I'm not
Stay home, stay out of trouble.
I'm not a crowd type of guy. I like to be alone. Not alone, but like I like my privacy. And just, especially nowadays with social media, a lot of things happen. So just keep myself out of any situation. Just stay home, be with my family. Just always, it's better to rest my body. Ain't nothing good from being outside, so stay at home.
As long as you're okay with 12,000 people showing up for your games.
Yeah. Nah, that's fine. I'm used to it already.
How about you, Keyshuan, away from the basketball court?
Probably video games. I like to play the game a lot, like every day, really. It's a good thing outside of basketball. Take your mind off things. You just chill with your friends, people back home. I like movies as well, so like those two for sure. And eating.
Do you have any talents aside from basketball? Any sort of things that people wouldn't know about?
No.
You got some, bro.
Well, I don't. Well, I really don't.
See?
All right, you tell us, what are his talents away from basketball?
See, he's gonna lie.
Great cook.
A great cook?
A
good cook?
Yeah.
An acceptable cook?
Yeah, like I could cook for myself.
What are your go-tos?
My go-tos?
Mm-hmm.
I've been making some fire breakfast sandwiches. Really fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna spill the recipe though, because it needs to be for me. But I'll put you guys on after.
It's always good to have a go-to thing that you can cook.
Yeah, I don't matter what time of the day it is, I'll make that sandwich and it'll always be good.
All right.
All you need is an air fryer. Trust me. If you have an air fryer,
That's what I hear. I don't have one, but that's what I hear. That's the
if
key.
you have an air fryer, trust me, your life is saved.
All right. I need to upgrade my kitchen. So we learned from Keyshuan that you can cook. What can you tell us about him off the court?
Come on, bro. You should know this. Like, come on, bro.
All right. If he's,
I don't know if I want to say this on a podcast, so I'm gonna just keep it a different way. He's really good at 2K.
Yeah.
was that going to be what you would say?
That wasn't what I was gonna say, but I'll take it.
He's really good at 2K. I'll give him that.
All right. So what would you say?
Probably that I can play the guitar.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did tell me that.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, I'm supposed to remember. That's on me.
I take pride in that.
Acoustic, electric,
Yeah,
or either?
acoustic. Yeah. I learned how to play at New Hampton.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you have a go-to song? Much like a go-to dish for a cook, do you have a go-to song?
I
If you're
could
trying to
play-
impress somebody.
Probably Something in the Orange by Zach Bryan. Yeah.
Impressive.
I like yeah.
We have a guitar back there. If you
Oh,
try,
I needed the song in the chorus.
if you trying to show
A lot
us,
of E minor, a lot of G. That should be good.
All right. I'm sold. I can't wait to hear you play.
That should be good.
Roster's out. Uniform numbers are out. You're wearing 7.
Yeah.
That used to be illegal years ago. You could only have something that an official could hold up on one hand.
Yeah.
Is there anything to the number 7?
I mean, I couldn't get 11 because Kerr got 11. That's the vet right there. But number 7 to me is just like a little angelic number that I like. And I always see the number 7. So I just feel like lucky number right there. So I'm going to go 7.
7 is thought to be a lucky number. How about 10?
and I had 10 when I was a freshman in high school. And that was the only year I ever had 10. Every other year I had 1. But I let my OG have 1.
I'm sure Day appreciates it.
Yeah, I told.
I'm glad you brought that up, actually, because it's the same position for you when you guys committed, it was thought that he would be out of eligibility, and then the rules changed where a junior college player could get an extra year. How did that impact you? Because obviously, Day-Day's a proven player, and it's going to affect playing time.
I just look at it as, oh, my bad. I look at it as, like, he's so valuable to the team, and, like, for a vet to be, like, with a freshman, like, I could learn so much from him. I could, like, take away things that he's doing on the court. Like, he's so vocal. He's a natural leader. Like, in the practices, like, he's the loudest one on the court. Like, he knows everything. His stance is, like, just being able to learn from him. Like, I didn't really look at it as, like, a competition thing. I look at it like a learning thing.
Glad you brought that up, actually, because when Day-Day first got here, that was not his personality. He was quieter, and he has evolved into this vocal team leader. Does that really stand out to both of you guys?
Definitely, Day-Day, he shows us every day how it is to play in the Big 12. So just being able to play on that standard every day in practice is just preparing us for what we're going to face when we get in the tournament.
So the Big 12, are there any teams or individual opponents that you are most excited to play?
I'm ready to play them all.
Good answer.
I look at everybody the same. I'm ready to win as much games as we possibly can and win the tournament.
Keyshuan?
Yeah, we're coming for everybody. It's no individual or team that we singling out this year.
So if you guys were from this area, you would know about the Crosstown Shootout, Cincinnati's rivalry with Xavier. It is heated. Have people started to tell you about what that game means to Cincinnati fans? Keyshuan?
Yeah, definitely. They say, like, don't bring your moms there. Leave them at home. So moms won't be making that one. But I heard the environment's amazing. Like, that's what you want in a collegiate basketball game, just like an environment. The adrenaline will be there. It'll be fun.
Definitely. I've been hearing it here and there, but I don't let that stuff get to me. Basketball is basketball at the end of the day.
You'll hear a lot about a week before the game.
Yeah. I like to stay on social media, so.
Yeah. Social media, people you encounter on campus, whatever. People are really into that game, and it's going to be a blast for you guys to play, and it's one of those things that you'll undoubtedly remember forever. Tell us a little bit about your home life, your families, the people that you care about. Shon?
From being from Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, it's everybody's together. Everybody knows everybody over there, so just, being able to perform and play for my city at the end of the day, they all support me. They're all happy that I'm here and that I'm achieving my goals. So just being able to perform and put my city on the map, can't ask for nothing better than that.
Keyshuan?
Yeah, being from Albany, New York, small city, but like we are the capital of New York, so I take pride in that. But just trying to show people back home that, like, it's possible to get to the collegiate stage and even the next stage. We got guys from there that's in the NBA right now, but like take it step by step, and like that is possible. I got 2 older siblings, brother and a sister. I look up to them. They mean a lot. Obviously, my mom, most important person to me.
And you got siblings as well, Shon?
Yeah, I got an older brother and a little baby sister. Older brother is here with me.
Nice.
And then my sister's back home, my mom.
All right. You were the first 2 recruits to commit to this year's class, and since then there have been others, including some highly touted transfers. What guys have made a big impression on you since you started practicing with the team? Keyshuan?
Everyone. Everyone has certain skill traits that they bring to the table that makes them so valuable. I could go down the list and name everyone's, strengths, like, so valuable. You get to compete with them every day. I feel like all the transfers, even the guys returning, has made an impact in practice.
Before I get to you, Shon, let's just focus in on your position group. Tell us about Kerr.
Yeah.
Tell us about Buck Harris.
Yeah.
And what it's been like to practice with them.
Yeah. I'll start with Kerr. He's just an elite shooter. Like, you give him a little bit of room, it's basically going in. Like, he's a great shooter. He's vocal, too. Like, his IQ, I feel like, is what separates him besides his shooting. Like, very, like, high IQ. He communicates. I feel like that's one of the biggest things, especially as a vet. And then with Buck, he was the only guard on the Big 12 defensive team. So, like, I love going against him every day because you get to see what it's like to be guarded by someone who really prides herself in defense. I feel like for him, like, just outstanding on defense, the way he gets over screens, everything. And then with Day-Day, he's just like an all-around, like, another great defender, led UC in steals last year. He can shoot it, he can play, he can guard. So I feel like all three of them guys, you learn so much from them, but like they're also valuable.
Shon, describe some of the big men, so to speak, that have been added to the program that you've been playing and practicing with.
All of them, just coming from high school, it's a complete different switch. The speed of the game, the physicality, and just going against some of the high level guard wings that I've been going against, like Baba, JC, but who else we got?
We got
that's wings.
Baba, JC, T-Mac just getting back. We don't really got that many wings right now.
Yeah, just really mainly them two. Especially Baba because JC's been out for a while. But Baba, just extremely athletic, freakishly long. Just going against him every day and then just competing against even the guards as well because the guards, they guard with me in practice. Just competing against them, getting ready because we all want what's best for each other so we can compete at the highest level and win.
All right, final question for each of you guys. What would constitute a successful freshman year at Cincinnati? Keyshuan?
All Big 12 freshman team, just playing valuable minutes, like doing whatever I can to get on the floor and help my team win. I feel like that's most important. Like whatever it takes to impact winning at this level, I feel like will fulfill me in a sense.
Shon?
To win the Big 12, win a national championship, win as much games as possible. Big 12 freshman of the year, player of the year, everything, and then hopefully get drafted.
Well, we are thrilled that both of you guys are Bearcats. We've heard a lot about you. We've read a lot about you. I've seen a little bit in person, and I can't wait to see more. Thanks so much for your time today, and best of luck this year.
Thank you so much.